Hi everybody and welcome to this week's BBO Weekly Free Instant Tournament. I hope there are a few of you still following my thought patterns as I play these boards, and hopefully you might learn something. I had the odd encouraging email and a few likes, and please carry on liking it if you are watching this and finding it useful, so I know it's worthwhile continuing. Right, thanks everybody. I won't go over the robot system. Hopefully most of you know it now. And we'll look at this first board here, where we got 13 points and 7 diamonds. And we're the third to speak. What are we going to do? Well, I'm worried about my shortage in the majors. Partners are past hand. Chances of us getting game are quite remote. So although I've got these 13 points, I'm going to open the bidding 3 diamonds, which I should only have 5 to 9 points for, according to the robot. And certainly I'd have, I like to be at the top end of that in first or second position, where my partner hasn't passed and where I want to be able to have some kind of constructive discussion leading to a game contract. But here it's very unlikely we're going to have game. Partner has to have a heart stop and a diamond honor to give us a chance of getting 9 tricks and no trumps, and really 5 diamonds is a long way off. We've got partner's got to cover 2 of these 4 losers and have a diamond on. It's very unlikely we're making game. It's quite possible the opponents can make game in hearts or spades. So let's make life hard for them by bidding 3 diamonds. Right. Now we'll find that partner puts down the perfect hand and we could have made 3 no trumps. Doesn't look like we could have made 3 no trumps. We'll struggle to because we're going to lose a diamond trick and they've knocked out the ace of clubs. So we're going to we'd like to get rid of our spade loser on a heart by setting up one of those heart honors. And the only way of getting to them is the king of diamonds. So we'll see what happens. I think we'll play the ace of clubs and we'll play the 7 of hearts. I'm not frantically optimistic because I think they'll straight away play a diamond. No, they're going to cash their club and then play a diamond. Unless this hand's roughing clubs. Oh no, so they're setting up their spade trick. Right. Oh well, I'll take my ace of spades. Carry on having a go at setting up a heart. There I have, but I think they're going to cash their spade rather than making the mistake of playing a club. Yep. Something that takes us a quick entry to my hand, so I'm going to rough that. And now play the diamond to the king. Right, which is the safest way back to my hand. I think if this hand were roughing a club, East would have led one, so I'm going to come back to hand with the club rough. Damn, that was wrong. So I'm going 1 more off than I could have done if I just set out and drawn trumps. Probably, unless the queen falls. Well, they would have made a trick with the queen anyway, so they roughed with a natural trump trick. So I'm safe, I'm getting out. Perhaps I really shouldn't have tried to make a heart trick instead of pull one off from the beginning. We just have a look at a quick look at the opponent's hand down the bottom of the screen here. They got spade loser, no heart losers, 2 diamond losers, club loser. Looks like they could make 3 spades. So 1 off shouldn't be too bad. 57%. What happened at the other tables then? People got allowed to play in 2 diamonds. Right. Oh, and they otherwise they bid up in hearts and went south, went the north up a bit in hearts our way. Don't understand that. Right. Oh well, I don't know if I'd have been allowed to play in 2 diamonds if I'd opened with a weak 2 in diamonds. 1 club, no minor suit opening. 15. I'm really like bidding 1 no trump here, but 6 hearts is too many. If I had 5 hearts, I almost certainly would bid 1 no trump here. But I'm going to have to bid once again. Don't like over calling with 15 points. Makes it very difficult if we have such a wide range, but that's what Americans do. So 1 heart, 2 clubs, 2 spades, which 3 minus hearts, 5 plus spades. Well, don't know how good they are. I'm going to bid 3 hearts, I think, which should mean I've got 6 plus hearts, 11 to 15 points. That's what I've got. So they're going to let me play in it. Right. Well, people don't normally underlead an ace against the suit contract. I don't suppose that robot is going to be very different. I'm going to play low. I'm going to play the 8 underneath whatever card comes up here. So it's going to be the queen. 8 of clubs. This hand bid clubs. The 8 would seem to deny an honour. Have I got any other chance of avoiding a club loser other than playing for this hand to have the queen? Don't think so, but I mean, the queen could come down here if this hand had 5 clubs and this has queen doubleton, and West has queen doubleton. That's certainly a possibility. This 8 doesn't look like it's been led from 3 to the queen. Could be queen 10-8, but oh, I'm going up with the ace. Right. I could cross to the ace of diamonds, and in order to take the heart finesse, that would create a diamond loser. I could play the spade up, but since I think this hand is short in spades, that's likely to be creating losers. I want them to play the other suits, so I think I'm going to have to play for something nice happening in trumps. I'm going to play the ace of hearts and then decide which of the other hearts to play. I think I'm just going to exit with a 2 of hearts and see what happens. 9 and an 8. There's a reasonable chance hearts are breaking 3-3. So here the 2 of clubs comes. This one looks like it does have an honour. Do we think, who do we think's got the queen? Who do we think's got the 10? Well, I don't think this hand has the 10. I don't see them unless they had queen 10-8, in which case I don't have a winning line. But if they didn't have the queen and they had the 10, I think they'd leave the 10 rather than the 8. So I'm going to play the 9 and see what happens. Right, and that was good enough to win it. Right, so that looks like I was right not to do that before. Now, what am I going to do? I want to get back to hand to draw trumps, but the difficulty is I can't. I'm sure if I lead, oh no, was this one opened a club, so it must have at least 3, and this one's turned up with the queen, so I can actually get to my hand quite safely with a club. So it looks, well, the robot would throw the queen of clubs even if it had 4. I think this one had 4 clubs, this one had 3. But I need to play trumps now. I had 7 hearts to start with. They started 6. We've got 4. So they're either breaking 3-3 or they're 4-2. And if they're 4-2, I'm going to lose 2 of them, whatever I do. So I'm going to play for them to be 3-3, and then hopefully Jack, 9, King. Yes. So now here comes the 8 of diamonds. And this hand opened the bidding. Turned up with nothing in clubs. 8 of diamonds is another one. I mean, looks like they don't have a king, but I've got no alternative. Right. Oh, that's good. So I've got no more trump losers. That's got rid of my diamond loser. His other alternative was to play the ace of spades, which would have set up all those spades in dummy with the ace of diamonds and entry, and I could have got the discard. So this robot was left in no position to be able to win anything. Well, unless they duck it, I can't avoid a spade loser, can I? Well, let's see what happens if I run the hearts. Just a chance. I'm pretty sure that this hand's got the ace of spades. Well, the jack of diamonds popped up from here, but we know the king of diamonds is here. There's a little club out somewhere. Nobody's thrown the club. I don't. Well, if I don't throw the king of spades, this hand will hang on to the ace of spades. So I'm going to throw the king of spades. Throws a diamond. Well, 6 of spades definitely isn't a winner. So we'll play the 6 of diamonds to the ace. And then play the 7. And there's the 10 of diamonds. Yep, still, we made our contract. That's got to be worth a few match points. 89. And everybody else, what else was that? People went off in 3 hearts. The crucial thing here was to let the opponents play all the other suits. Spades was a better contract in general, but difficult to get to that. Know what the robot didn't convey the fact that it had 6 spades. Right. Of course, if I'd overcalled 1 no trump, the robot would have transferred to spades and might have bid on to 3. Oh, 8, 12. This is a flat 13 points that we'd be opening 1 no trump in Acol. As you know, the robot plays a 15 to 17 no trump. But with a bit of trepidation, because it's such a horrible flat hand, but the intermediates are nice. I'll open 1 diamond and see what happens. 1 spade by west. Double by north, which promises 4 hearts. 5 plus like a 6 points. 2 diamonds by east, which is they've got a good raise in spades. I don't really want to bid 4 hearts. I've got your own values. I have got a spade stop. I think if I bid 2 no trumps, the robot's going to think that it's got a massive number of points, which you just don't have. So 2 hearts would promise 4 hearts. Am I ever going to sell out two spades? Oh, well, I'm going to pass for now. Let's see what happens. Two spades. Now three clubs. So they got four clubs and four hearts. 4 plus clubs, 4 plus hearts, in fact. So, and 11 plus points. Well, I don't really have a source of tricks. But I do have stops. Oh. And if there are 11 points for the king, queen of hearts and the ace, queen of clubs, that gives me 8 tricks, and they'll give me a 9th one stopping here. It should be on a no worse than a finesse. I'm going to bid 3 no trumps. I certainly would bid this at imps, which is a good chance of making. Ah, look at this, 6 club tricks, right? Clearly the difficulty is in spades. This hand, wherever this hand plays, I've got to win the king of spades. I've got to make my 6 club tricks, which will be 7. This is 8, but I'm going to need the heart finesse for 9. For the auction. Well, this is promised spade, not too many points, and this is promised quite a few points. What's it said? 10 plus total points, whereas this 2 spades, 9 to 13. So I got about a 50-50 chance of the heart finesse being right. So, and they're likely to have struggled to hold on to things on the run of 6 rounds of clubs. The ace goes up. Right, so the question is, should I duck this spade? If I duck this spade, I've lost 2 tricks, and then I can take the ace, king, queen of diamonds. The fact that this hand's turned up with ace, jack of spades makes me think the king of hearts is going to be wrong. But yeah, I can't really afford to duck this, so I'm going up. There's nothing I can do now except run my 6 club tricks. I've got to decide what I'm going to throw away. The difficulty is I got to end up when all the 6 sort of diamonds come from there. Heart. I'm pretty sure the king of hearts is wrong, and I want to try and end play west to lead away from its king of hearts. But I only need the 1 extra heart trick. Don't be greedy. So I'm going to throw the 8 of hearts for now. And another diamond comes. So it looks like and the 10 of spades appears. And we know this hand had at least 5 spades. I had 3. We've seen 3 from here and 2 from dummy. So that means my 9 of spades is a threat to this hand, but I can't get to my hand to play it. I'm going to have to discard at least 1 diamond, so I'll discard that now. They've thrown a spade as well. Right, so this is looking hopeful in some ways. Oh, we're going to cash the ace. 3 of hearts appears. Well, I'm going to throw hearts away. So I'm struggling to find a way of making this contract without the heart finesse. Throw the 9 of spades. Yes, another heart comes. I think this hand's just got King X. And I start with 7. See them throw 4. I don't think this hand's got any hearts left, which is one way is a good thing, but they've only got diamond winners, I think, but they may not be able to untangle their diamond winners. If this hand had very little, we think they got King X of hearts, the Queen of spades, Queen and another spade. If they've got the Ace of diamonds, then we've got them. I think I'm going to play for this hand to have to win the diamond trick, cash 2 spades and then lead a heart. And if this hand turns out to have King X of hearts, I'll be as expected, the Queen of spades, 2 of spades, 4 of hearts, Jack of diamonds. Oh well, this one did have the King of hearts all the time. I could just have taken the heart from this. Right, this hand overcalled on 8 points, promising 9, and this one 36% for 1 off in that. How many people made 3 no trumps? Nobody. They just bid up in hearts too much. So so much for trusting the robot's bidding. 1 club by my partner, and I've got 13 points. So my partner's got 13 or less, 6 spades and 4 diamonds. So for the moment, I'm bidding a spade. 2 spades. Right, the 1 club bid. Well, partnership could be just 3, couldn't it? But we're going to game in spades. In fact, the partner's bid clubs suggests that we've got too many red suit losers to think about a slam, a low point count slam. So we're just going to bid 4 spades now. There we go. Right, let's see. And the Ace of Hearts lead, which doesn't do us any harm. Our partner had a lot of clubs. And 6 just to make count awkward. And they've recognised that I've got very likely got a cross ruff going. So they're playing a spade. I'll get rid of a low one from there and just win this one. Queen. Right. Well, 2, 4, 6, 7. So maybe I can ruff some clubs and they'll be set up. And maybe the diamonds will get set up by being ruffed. So at the moment, I'm thinking I might be doing a complete cross ruff. I'm just going to see if anything interesting happens when I play the clubs. Well, the Queen has appeared from there. Now I'm going to see if anything interesting happens when I play the Queen of diamonds. No, right, I'm going to ruff. Now I'm going to play the King of clubs, see if anything interesting happens. No, I'm going to ruff. All right, I'm going to cash the King of clubs at this hearts at this point. Just as a standard principle, I should do that before either of them could discard a heart. And now I'm going to leave the Jack of diamonds, just on the off chance that this will, I don't think I'll get over rushed. And I'm going to lead a low club. Right, that's good. I'm not going to get over roughed. Right, you see I've made 8 tricks so far, and I can make 3 more by cross ruffing, because this hand will have to follow to the club. So I can lead the 2 of hearts, with that the king, and lead the club. I rough, but I can rough with jack. Ace of spades, 8, and the 10 of diamonds, we used the king. 4 spades plus 1, 60%. Fairly simple. Plenty of 4 spades plus 1s, only a few people only made 4. So my robot partner's got an opening bid of 1 spade. Well, I got forced to game here with 2 diamonds. There's something to be said for making a forcing bid of 1 no trump. Just fool the opposition and make sure it's played from my hand if the robot rebids. Yes, I think actually, because the robot plays 1 no trump as forcing, we can see what the robot's got. So it's bid 2 clubs. What happens if I bid 3 diamonds now? Right, so I'll do that, and that will right side a no trump contract if the robot has a heart stop. Three spades. They have got 6 spades, so right, we're going to play in 4 spades then. Doesn't seem to have a heart stop. So right, so you recall that we now play from the north seat. That's the hidden hand, and this is the dummy. And the king of clubs is the vital entry to the long diamonds. But we do want to play spades from this hand to start with. So, and we'll finesse the jack. Queen, it always is. It was us. Right, so we've lost our heart trick. Okay, we now want to draw some trumps. So we'll try the 9 of spades, because we'd like them not to take their ace. Oh, perhaps we would have liked them to take their ace. So, but we're all right, because this hand did have 1 spade. So this hand, remember we started with 6 in dummy, 2 in our hand, that's 8. So the opposition had 5. 1's in this hand, so this hand had 4. And we've seen 2 of them, so they've got the ace and another 1 left. So we're going to play the 10 of spades. Get the ace. We'll draw a club away for now. Jack of hearts comes. We'll throw a diamond away this time. Now we can trump that. We can draw their last trump. Cross to the king of clubs. Play the king of diamonds. Playing at this point, of course. Queen of diamonds, jack of clubs away. 5 of clubs to the ace. And the 4 of spades. The 10th trick. And that's worth 82%, amazingly. So people not in 4 spades, 4 spades going off. Some people in 3 no trumps, which generally in the score as well. Now, I couldn't persuade my robot partner to bid no trumps despite having a heart stop. So that's 7, 9, 10. This is a horrible 13 points. points not in the short, my majors are short, points in the short suits. This really is a horrible 13 points. But you can't really afford to pass it, even though we know the robots can have 13 at most. So I'm going to bid 1 diamond just to try and deter the opponents from leading diamonds. 1 heart from there, 2 diamonds, which is a good support in hearts. This is horrible. I think I should just see if I can. We're not vulnerable and they are, so we can afford to go a couple down to say if we're not doubled. So I'm going to double 2 diamonds, just says I got rebiddable diamonds, king, queen, it's not a takeout. All right, I've got to pass. Well, I could bid 2 clubs. I can't bid 2 clubs because 2 clubs would be only be 4-4 in the minors, but no, I can't, so I got to pass. 2 spades by the robot, which means I got 5 hearts and 4 spades. 17 minus high card points. Well, we know they've got, but can't have more than 13. And 3 clubs. It says 3 plus clubs, it's forcing to 3 hearts. Well, my partner has very few points. This one's got 10 to 12 total points. This one's got 12 to 19. Right. And as we already know, I've got 13. So there's only 27 between them. That one's got its minimum of 12. This one's got its minimum of 10. Yeah, so there's room for 5 points from our partner, but I think they're going to go to they're going to play in 3 or 4 hearts, so we'll just 4 hearts, right? Okay, well, let's see what partner probably lead a diamond, sadly. Yeah, we'll just cover their card. But we expect we're going to find there's ace queen on my left. 2 of diamonds looks like it could be a singleton. We find the spade switched. No, it was a doubleton or tripleton. I'm going to play the 7 just to confuse the robot. Right, looks like it's drawn the trumps. I think I've got to let go of spade. Oh well. Well, I think partner signaling king of clubs. So looks like I couldn't afford that spade. No, that's given away an over trick. Hang on to the 10 either. Right, so that should be a bad score, 10%. So if I hang on to the spades and stop the over trick, so they just make 4 hearts, that would have been 57%. So a big difference at pairs for just that one over trick. Right. The robot was a bit too clever there. Right. Well, I've got 11 points. Nobody else has got more than 11, so the points are very evenly distributed here. Well, I've got 6 hearts. So if it wasn't a robot game, I'd just, where I know that nobody else has got more than 11 points, I'd open 1 heart. I'm going to open 2 hearts and see if I can win the contract with 2 hearts. Yeah, nobody had enough to bid any more, but I'm sure they would have done over 1 heart. So, a spade lead, right? I think I'm going to let that one run. And we're getting the diamond. Hopefully we get in with a diamond ruff when they switch to clubs. Do. Oh, they've gone back to diamonds. Thank you. For the 6 of hearts. See how these break. They don't, very badly. So this hand's turned up with 5 hearts. I know they had 1. Right, so they turned up with 4 hearts. So I only have 1 heart winner. Once I've drawn this trump, I'll draw another trump. I'm going to throw the 7 of diamonds. Looks like I've got to lose a trump and a club, doesn't it? I don't think I need to lose any more. Definitely had 6 and 1. I got that right. I had 7, they had 6, but this hand I only had 1. So this hand had 5. So no, if I play trumps, they're in risk of running diamonds. So I'm going to play spades. Yes. I'm going to play the Queen of Hearts, the 7 of clubs, 7 of hearts, and now a diamond is going to come. I can keep it. And suddenly I think that the hand that wins this club is going to have a diamond to cash. So I go 2 off, and I could have chosen to pass, but had I done so, probably my partner would have opened a spade. So what was that worth? 60% to get out for 2 off. And I seem to have been in 4th place all the time, whatever I do. Right. So here we are. North's open 2 diamonds. Pass. Well, I don't know what I do normally, which is punt 3 no trumps at this point. Reckoning to make 6 diamond tricks. And those 2 aces 8, and then one other, either the club finesse or North's 2 diamond bid actually has 7 plus, total points. 6 points, must have something besides the king jack of diamonds, so might even be in hearts. So I could bid 2 no trumps asking for a feature, but where am I going to go? Am I going to play in 5 of a minor? No, I think I'm going to bid 3M and take my chances. Don't want to see a heart. Right, there we are. That's good. Right, so this is lots of tricks. Having led the club, we can let the king win because we've got entry to our hand. I know we've got the ace of clubs, but I've got the ace of spades as an entry here. So I think I'll just run the diamonds and see if I can get them to discard something incorrectly. And dummy. Oh. Right, so starting to throw hearts away. I like to throw some clubs away, really. Spades now. Well, I'll throw a spade away in the hope that they'll start throwing something else away. A club, that's a good sign, but this hand probably had a doubles of club to start with. I had 5, there's one there 6, in which case this will have 5 clubs, but we'll add another club, which is good. We'll throw a heart away, add another club. Now we're in business. Your hearts away. I'm going to leave the jack of spades to encourage them to think I've got something in spades. I might cover it. And now I'm going to throw. The jack of clubs is already gone, so my clubs are good. I'm going to throw hearts from dummy to encourage them to keep spades. Not if I think the heart winner away. There we go, but 3 plus 3 is surely worth a few match points, 85%. So a few others did it. And that got me up to 3rd. And okay, so really it's my one bad hand, well, 2 bad hands, where I could have just taken plain simple finesses rather than trying to count. But trying to count will be a big winner in the end, I assure you. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this if you have, so that I can carry on doing this.